You've got, as you know, I was privileged to host the AMP annual conference this year, and one of the things that was really prevalent to me was the fact that it's trying to get women in the industry,
Yes.
and I think women obviously connect very well with women. We're all in the same plane. You would know that, and so. You know, why do women sort of would you say women made better financial planners? Or that's a bit of a large statement?
I think they make great financial planners. I think, unfortunately, not enough of them are choosing to be financial planners. And so I think that's the challenge that people like myself and the team have got to get their heads around to try and work out how can we do things differently to accommodate the needs of people that at the moment may be opting not to do this sort of thing.
And why do you think that is, that they're not going into the industry?
Oh, look, I think historically, and, you know, we've all got to accept what's happened from a historical perspective, is I don't think we've been flexible enough or adaptable enough in trying to think about the needs of a woman and managing her career and managing family and managing lots of other things. And so I think we haven't made that easy. To
make it more flexible for them to get into it.
I think the other thing that I would also say is that sometimes people think financial planning is you've got to be really technical and you've got to be really numerate and analytical. And I think a lot of people exclude themselves, women included, because they say, I'm not good at numbers. Well, I'm happy to say that I don't think financial planning is a science. I think it's more art than science.
More relationships.
It's the relationships. It's getting to know the person that is choosing to engage with you, to understand what's important to them, to understand their goals, and to see whether or not there's any opportunity for the financial advice to be a part of.
I think that's a great point, because I think there's perhaps more empathy, more understanding, because they've been through, obviously, and everyone's sort of got their story to tell.
Yes.
And I think if they approach it in a sort of perhaps a softer way. But I also like the fact that you can, for that analytical side and really sort of working on the figures and sort of doing the plan, there's people that can do that. There's always backup that you've got. So if you actually create the relationship yourself, then I suppose, you know, partnerships and bringing people in.
There's lots of people in the team. There's lots of people across AMP Financial Planning that do all of that analytical work for the financial planner. But the financial planner is the person that has that relationship. You know, I never sit in that equation because I'm not part of that relationship. So it's really important that we focus on, you know, the soft skills and think about how can we help people develop those capabilities, because that's what I think makes a really good financial planner.
Because a lot of our followers, you know, their kids are basically getting back into work. I think they've been out of the workforce for some time, and, you know, contemplating what next. There's sort of cottage industries, they're starting their own businesses online and doing things. But I would have thought, you know, age is not a barrier. I would have thought someone even considering getting into being a financial planner, entering the industry in their mid-40s, I would have thought that would be a bonus in a way.
Well, they've got a lot of life experiences that they can bring to the table, so age isn't a barrier in my mind for anyone that wants to join this profession. We have a program today which is run at our Horizons Academy, which is over in St Leonards in Sydney here, and that program is specifically targeted for those that are changing their career.
Okay.
Now, that career could be they're coming back into the workforce, or that they're simply seeing that they have an opportunity to do something different. So our personal experience in that program is that age isn't a barrier, and you get a diversity of skills and experiences, and they're all wanting to develop those relationship skills to be good financial planners.
That's good. That's good. I like